Hello YouTube, it's me again, and today we're going to do a Get Ready With Me featuring products from my Project 20 pan. This one is going to be my go-to eye look. It's what I did when I was panning that dark purple eyeshadow. This is basically the same thing, except I've used up the dark purple eyeshadow, so I'll be using a different one, but I still like the effect it gives. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with the eye primer I've been using, which is the e.l.f. Essentials Eyeshadow Primer in Pearl. Oh, sorry, gotta grab my mirror real quick and then we'll get started. Okay. Now, this one, I found out, actually has like tiny glitter pieces in it. And what I did when I first started panning this is I take my finger and spread it all across my eye. But now that it's getting to the point where the only amount that comes out of it is the amount that I want, I just use the dill foot to spread it across my eye. And one of the reasons I do this is that when I did it with my finger, it tended to get onto my cheeks afterwards. And so I'd have glittery cheeks, which is okay if you want like a little glitter to highlight your cheeks, but I didn't. Okay, so then this is that loose peach eyeshadow I've got in this container, and this is an old Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. It was the blue one. I still think they have a large eyeshadow brush that's kind of similar. But anyway, I'm just going to take some of this, and that goes all over my eye, on my upper eyelid. It sort of acts as a base and gives me something to blend into. Before I started working on this peach color, I used the shade 1 from the MUA palette, which was really similar to Wet n Wild's, oh, what do they call that? Is it beige or biscuit or something? Anyway, it's a nude eyeshadow. This peach color seems to be the next best thing. I mean, it blends in nicely with my skin tone, so you can't really tell I've got eyeshadow on my eyes right now. The next thing I do is I put on a cream shadow, and this is another Wet n Wild brush. This is the newer version, the pink ones. It's a little stiffer than the other ones. Oh, actually, I've also got in here like the ends of an eyebrow pencil, so I usually go ahead and do my eyebrows at this stage. This is just a little wax eyeshadow, eyebrow pencil, sorry. And I just brush it through my eyebrows. Okay. So then I'm just taking, this is like I don't know if you can see it, maybe if I do it that way, just a little bit of this pink stuff. I'm kind of trying to pan this too, but it's not part of my project pan. Anyway, I like this brush for putting on cream eyeshadow, and I mention it in my Dollar Tree brush review. Actually, all these brushes are in there that I'm using today. If you want to go check it out, I'll try to remember to link it below for you. As well as my Project 20 pan, so you can see more about the products that I've been panning. And in some of the older ones, you can see that purple eyeshadow I'm talking about today too. But anyway, this just goes on my lid up until about my crease area. A little bit below that, because I don't want it in my crease, because then I think it actually creases in my crease. As weird as that sounds. Okay, so the next brush is the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush, just a little fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into my MUA palette. This guy right here, that you've probably seen a couple of times if you've been watching my channel. It's going to be this shade right here, which is shade 8. Yep, shade 8. It's just a dark brown with a little bit of shimmer to it. So taking that, and then I just pat it over top of the cream eyeshadow I got here. And we'll go ahead and do the other eye. This isn't an exact science, I just go until I like how it looks. Okay, so then after I'm done with that, I take whatever's left on my brush and just kind of blend things. Make sure things are right where I want them to be, and that most of that pink cream eyeshadow is covered up. So that looks kind of weird to have the brown and then the pink, and then the peach, or the color of my actual skin tone, because yeah, don't want that to be weird. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Like I said, it's not an exact science, so sometimes they're not exactly even. And I'm sometimes in a little bit of a hurry when I get to work. So it sort of comes out, it is what it is. The last thing we're going to do, or at least with the eyeshadow palette, or last eyeshadow I'm going to put on, is I've got a tiny little bit of this, maybe I can, yeah, there you go, now you can see it, of this little pink highlighting shade, which is shade 2. And I'm going to press that into my inner corners. Just like that. Anybody else do that? Blow off their eyeshadow palettes when they're done? Okay. So that's it for the eyeshadow. Oh, I forgot my mascara. Well, that's not part of this project pan anyway, but I do put a little mascara on when I'm done with this. And I forgot to bring it with me, but just know that I usually put mascara on. The next thing I do is I go in with my Rimmel Scandaleyes Kohl Kajal Waterproof eyeliner, and this is the nude one. This is also something I've been working on. I do need to sharpen it, but it should be okay for today. And that just goes in my waterline, my waterline. So I'm going to try to do this with one-handed, because I usually just lean into the mirror and, gently pull. But today we're just going to see if I can get it in there without poking myself in the eye. No, we're going to have to get things set up and do this. I don't do these very often, but here, maybe we can do it this way. This stays in my waterline okay, but I work 12-hour shifts, and I put it on before I go on that 12-hour shift, and it takes me like 40 minutes to get to work. So definitely by the end of the day it's gone, but I do try to layer it on there so at least it lasts for the majority of my shift. Well, by the time afternoon hits, there's just no way it's going to be there anymore. But I like it, and I like using it. And I usually go back and forth a bit just till I'm satisfied that I've got it mostly covered. The one eyeliner I have noticed that stays pretty well in my waterline is the NYC waterproof eyeliners. They don't seem to have a nude color or even a white color. They've got like black, and I've got the green one, and I think I've got the purple one. I don't remember what they're called. But if they had a nude one, I think I would have that. This is just, this is an All About Face eyeliner. This is in their color brown, but it's actually kind of a reddish brown. It's also not in my project pan, but it's what I use with this eye look. And that just goes in my bottom lash line to kind of balance the top and the bottom a little bit, because this is a really dark eye look and there's nothing underneath. So I think it looks a bit weird. So I put a little on my bottom lash line. And this is generally gone by the end of the day too. I keep checking on it because it kind of makes me look a bit like a panda, because it kind of gets down here in the creases below my eye. When I was doing that purple look, I had a Wet n Wild eyeliner in violet that I would put down here. There. That's how that ends up. And then this would be the point where I put my mascara on, but I don't have it with me, so we'll just imagine I have mascara on eyelids. And I usually do something with my lips. Sometimes I'll use that lip liner that I'm using with my project pan, and then put a lip balm over it, and then throughout the day I'll put some lip gloss on to keep going. But today we're going to use a different lipstick from my Project 20 pan, and this is the D'Andra's Super Moist Hydrating Lipstick in Brilliant Scarlet. So it is a bright red. Okay. Usually I'll layer this on a little bit too, just because it can kind of be a little patchy, or sometimes I get it a little messy. I get it out of my lip line. But anyway, that's pretty much my go-to eye look when I'm doing my project pan. When I get ready for work in the morning, this is generally what I do because it's quick and easy, and it looks nice. Or, well, I like the way it looks. I think it looks nice, so this is what I do. So anyway, thank you for watching this little get ready with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.